right, chat. I have done the unspeakable. I have gone on the internet and downloaded a deck list. Now, thankfully, you don't have to put yourself at risk like I have. I'm giving all of you at home express permission to net deck this deck from me. I have committed the thievery, not you at home. You have been given permission. Grixis pile of cards went 4-2 in a tournament this past weekend on MTG Melee. We got some Magma Opus and some Gearhulks, and oh god, there's a Nicol Bolas God-Pharaoh in here. Okay, this is gotta be wrong, but it's here. At any rate, let's dive on into some games with this and see how it goes. Also, as a shout out this week, we have a mobile game sponsor this week, Kingdom Maker. You want a really easy way to support my content? We're at that 36 out of 110 goal. It takes about 10 minutes of your time to check them out using my link on Android or iOS. As a thank you to everybody that does that, if you're not currently a sub to my channel, when you do that, I'd be happy to gift you a sub to the channel. And if you are currently a sub, you can hang on to that sub gift for when your current sub expires, and I'll hook you up then. Appreciate everybody that takes a few minutes out of their day to do that. Let's Grixis some people, huh? If Nicol Bolas God-Pharaoh is wrong, I don't want to be right. Mood. Random, thanks for the quarter of a year. Appreciate the prime bucks. Speaking of free subs, and Snookums, thanks for the almost 3 years. We beat 3 different green ramp mirrors in the cube. We'll definitely be cubing again tomorrow. There shall be more cube in the morning. Sure. I'm gonna play the Soaring City out. Bouncing probably isn't super useful against Jwari. I don't really know what colors I want to do with these just yet. Yeah, I agree with you, Bolas. I think 5-mana Nikki B is probably just the better card. Would be my lukewarm take on the Planeswalkers. Hey, Athero, thanks for the 28 months. Welcome back. Yeah, chat. The 2 most popular decks in this format are blue-white control and red-black midrange. So if you like having a board state, Explorer is not the format for you right now. This is very, very much the format of make sure your board state is all dead very quickly. Definitely like to make that one disappear. I think it's Fateful Absence. That's close though. Because Fateful Absence can kill Tibalt. What a tilter. No, I don't think there's a single constructed format in Magic in the post-Fire Design era that cares about playing to the board. It's actually just all grind all the time. Motherfucker, chat. Just like... Marvel Snap is an open release if you live in the Philippines. It's in closed beta everywhere else. What I am gonna say is you could just move to the Philippines, like a significant number of people in Hoaglandia have. What's going on, Wargy? Thank you for the 33 months. Welcome back. NordVPN, their moving company. I have no knowledge of any such thing.
I'm not going to sit this one out. No time for a break.
So the upside to casting this in response is they wouldn't have the opportunity to draw a counterspell off of his card. The downside is they could use a sweeper to kill the token. I think I want the token. They're never gonna be tapped out, chat. They have a tough frame. Okay, that resolved. I don't know that I was prepared for that to resolve, but we'll take it. Fatal Push actually has some text here because they have all the Storm Giants. Sure, no longer clueless. And then we get to flash back this Gearhulk next turn. Or flash back the Opus with the Gearhulk next turn. Are we in this game? Are we in it to win it, chat? Mom, get the camera! My spell resolved! Mom! Mom, my spells are resolving! Are you proud? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Chat, I don't know what to do with my hands, chat. I don't know what to do with my hands. Alright, I'm supposed to hold on to this one though, right? Because they need a sweeper as is. I want them to get to sweep this away too. Oh my gosh, we drew another Opie. Opie! Ay, 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 shatter in the sky. Sequencing opponent, sequencing. What's going on, Danny? Thanks for the 20 months. Welcome back. Turn 1 million for Spike. Yep. For Spike for value on turn 1 million. Listen, chat, there's a lot of bad things you can say about the Grixis deck, and you'd be right. But having an okay matchup into Gandalf is one of its more enticing features. Oh my gosh! The hits keep coming, and they don't stop coming. We hit the ground running, shit. Live for fun, shit. Our brain is smart and our head is dumb. They do probably have another farewell somewhere. Can my spells continue resolving? How many more spells can resolve, opponent? I'm doing well, Odie. Just been here doing what we do. Depending on how long it's been since you've been around, we do more than Magic here now. We do a little bit of Magic every day. I've been playing a lot of Marvel Snap and Pokemon Unite recently as well. 2 other excellent games. What's going on, Tron Player? Thanks for the 3.5 years. Welcome back. It's a Shark Typhoon. Six months. All right. Well, Unite's older than that, so probably we're here for some of that. Get him out of here. All right. Some disputes, some Shark Typhoons of our own, a Pithing Needle for Mr. Teferi. Heartless Act out. Probably Fatal Push out. I know the Fatal Push just won us the game, but it's probably a cut, right? It's probably a cut. You want a game? Now I need to build this deck. I need it. This deck as constructed seems like it has too many cards for the control matchup, chip. Maybe Make Disappear is supposed to get cut here. Hey, Scriptic. Hope you have fun with that. Yeah, I guess Kroxa's kind of medium into their farewells, huh? Take that. Is this Strange Modern? This is Strange Pioneer. This is like a Pioneer format with all the Pioneer legal cards that are on Arena. And it's super easy to get into Unite. Unite is easily the most accessible MOBA. It basically took a ton of things about the genre and made it easier to jump into. And 10-minute games are Chef's Kiss. This is Pioneer at home. Pioneer. I can make that happen, Jelly Bean. Thanks for the biddies. Can you DM me the new Death Shadow card just for clarity's sake so I know what it is? I mean, there's a number of pre-excellent cards here. We have a lot of important cards for the format here. All right, I assume this isn't resolving, but we kind of just got to start getting through all this crap, so. First one into the meat grinder. Dr. Sin Sin, thank you for the 15 months. Welcome back, I appreciate it. I think Farewell would be a better design if it was just Planar Cleansing, yeah. I think Planar Cleansing's a better card design than Farewell by a lot. Yeah, we're doing Marvel Snap first thing in the mornings this week in Syndium. Changing things up to see what metrics look like. Shuffling it all around. We haven't done Magic in the middle of the day for a while too, so. All right, what are you doing on viewer counts for Magic? Yeah, at 600. Magic in the middle of the day seems okay. Cube usually has lower metrics anyways. It's not as popular as Constructed. I'm gonna get to make, I get to make some treasure tokens, chat. Huh? This might be a discard none, huh? I think it's discard 1 Opus. Alright, glad we discarded an Opus. I believe our balance patch for Snap is supposed to be tomorrow. Yeah, it's really good, Incendium. It hits all the right buttons. For sure. Uh-uh. I don't know if this is right. I really want to be able to spend my mana this turn. This could be wrong, but I think it's so important that I get to spend my mana this turn.
Need to move quickly.
See if they drew a Dovin's Veto, huh? Do I want to float mana here to draw with the clue? I think I do.
Stop that now.
They could have a veto here. They do. Nope, they don't. All right. I'll take those. They could have a sweeper, but then we still have a handful of gas. Spin them tires. Spin them tires. If they don't have a sweeper, this game is over. If they do have a sweeper, I think we're still ahead with like the untapped Goldspan Dragon. Yeah, Kiki Copy Gearhulk is one of those things, like, obviously this is good, but, like, it's so good the game is just, like, over when it happens. You got me. I think we just chill. I think there's a chance they have a removal spell, and they're trying to bait me into using my thing. They're dead, right? It is lethal. Click properly. My friend. Alright. Gandalf beat Box. Box, Gandalf. There's the Grixis I know and love, chat. Alright, there might be something to this Goldspan Dragon card, chat. Have we explored that one in other formats before? Pretty good. Grixis, baby Grixis, yeah. For legal reasons, it's Wizard in a box. I don't know. We're gonna have a real Gandalf card here in Magic the Gathering next year. Goldspan Dragon has big Eldraine energy. Mood. Big mood. Assume the token dies here, but this obviously generates a lot of value past that, so as you will, spend your removal spell. Oh, we're dead. Good shit. Good shit. Am I dead yet? I'm not dead yet. I mean, they clearly don't have the Greasefang, huh? Unassailable board states in my Magic the Gathering? If Goldspan was an Eldraine card, it would have an adventure that made a treasure. Yeah, it's probably a good shout. Dispute, sack my Rotting Regisaur. They draw a Greasefang at any point, we're in a lot of trouble. unsummon this. Then it discards itself. Can't stay away one of these dinos if they want. They have a land, they still can't stay away. If they have a Greasefang, we're dead. They're now 22 cards into their deck without their rat mechanic yet. Our card here doesn't really matter. It was going away anyways. There's the rat. Fatal Push is a pretty awkward removal spell in this matchup. Wow, we really don't have cards for this, huh? Like a very little bit. We don't have any extra spot removal though. Or if this deck lost to the Greasefang deck in the tournament, feels like that matchup looks pretty rancid. Am I supposed to play Mystic Dispute? Just like 3 mana cancel? Mostly be the case. Need to buy time till we can Gearhulk Opus them. Our hand's not super interactive, but like they're also a Thoughtseize deck, so if we like mulligan to one piece of interaction, they're just gonna take it away. I just like keep my hands with lands and spells. Yep. This hand has hope to draw something, but that's post hands against the Thoughtseize deck. Yep. I mean, Hearse isn't really a main deck card in this format. Feeling a touch annoyed, we can probably blame the Greasefangs. Throw sub mode on for the rest of Magic. Remember, if you're someone that's hanging out and wishing you could chat while sub mode is on, there's a free sub promo for the rest of the week. Makes me feel a lot less bad about sub mode. Give you a chance to get it for nothing. Oh man, what just awesome gameplay. Just really, really interesting and fun. Quality Magic the Gathering experience players know and love. Right, go tap land on 1, have Jwari Disruption / Fatal Push up on 2. Crab's Head variant looked neat there. I was pretty whelmed by Mardu when we tried it. Or was that Esper? I forget. We tried Esper, right? We should try Abzan at some point. Maybe we'll do that later this week. I don't have any deck lists queued up. I think our plan is like 1 cube draft, 1 constructed deck each day this week. Getting to play Azeka's Chariot's a pretty solid fair backup plan. It's a pretty decent, just quality Magic card. Dead, Jim. You've killed him. Murderer. Think we're in a position to be Thoughtseizing. Bolas take a card out of their hand. Obviously, they could trade a Blood Tithe Harvester for it next turn, but that's still a 2-for-1. And then the following turn, we can Goldspan, make a treasure, Fatal Push the other Blood Tithe Harvester. Kroxa's not great. Explorer being mostly blue-white and Rakdos Midrange is an accurate summary of the format currently, for sure. Hazoret is not a card. If this isn't the peak Grixis experience, I don't know what is. It's like opponent plays an off-meta card that you just like have 0% chance to interact with or beat. It's like, yes. The ultimate Grixis experience. I am 0% to beat this Magic card here that people typically don't play. What's going on, Jace? Good afternoon. You tap it with Opus. Yeah, that's true. That's accurate. They can't quite escape the Kroxa yet, so I got that going for us. Is Tybalt our only card that interacts with the Hazoret? It is, yeah. Oh, they can blood discard a card, then escape Kroxa. This line means I'm dead to Hazoret's activation next turn, though, right? So close and yet so far away. Needed like 1 more point of life there. Yeah, we've got some Meathooks post-board, I guess. And still a pretty expensive answer. Aether Gust tempos it a little bit, I suppose. I think I just want all the cards that play to the board here. Bring in my removal, cut my counter spells, my discard. Pithing Needle stops us from dying to Hazoret's ability. That's just the facts right there. The cold, hard truth with Ayat's Chase. I could not dispute it, for they spoke only the truth. In spells, opponents playing Thoughtseize Sneaper Keeper. Cause it's a Sneaper Keeper, Thoughtseize gonna get you, shred your hand to nothing, make us very sad. Do 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 do. Needle Dog Bomb and then block her with Gearhulk. Chat, I know a lot of you thought this was a Grixis midrange deck, but we're actually a combo deck. Haul the Storm Giants and Kroxa Titans of Death's Hunger. Firm combo. I'm all alone, there's no one here beside me. Alright, so you're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. Extra combo would be to fatally push by Giant. Deal 2 damage to yourself for no value with this one easy step. I've been pretty low on Fatal Push in this format in general, but playing it in this set today has really reinforced that being low on it is the correct thing to be doing. It does not feel like this format really isn't modern. Enabling this card is not trivial.
Hey, over here.
Okay, if they don't have a blocker here, we get to haul the Storm Giants into Chandra. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. To push that one off a cliff. Land, fire it up. Smack Planeswalker. Still infinite cards away from escaping Kroxa. I don't really love cheeky Kroxas in these decks either. I feel like you just have so many good late game value engines. Like, imagine this had been like a miscellaneous Planeswalker, right? Instead of sitting here waiting for my graveyard to fill, that's not happening anytime soon. Yeah, exactly, Wenzy. Like, three mana is a pretty key breakpoint in this format, and it's harder to enable Revolt. And I don't even know that you want Cling. Like, this slot is obviously like a grindy threat style slot. I think I'd rather just have a Nicol Bolas or something like that, right? Like 5 mana Nick. Yes, yeah. The only deck I like Fatal Pushing in this format is the Herald Sect deck. I think it's very good in. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. All right, chat, and the first Magma Opus often draws subsequent Magma Opus. Just when I thought I was out, chat, they pull me right back in. The take through time theorem. Well, we also have a bunch of Gearhulks that this Opus can draw too, right? So like we're drawing to 6 Opus in 46 cards. We got 3 looks at one. Hey, Magma Opus would be pretty bad if it wasn't instant, right? The tap text just wouldn't be relevant at all. Yeah, it's 8 mana, chip. I am not quite sure what this card does, but I can only assume when I tap 7 lands for it, my opponent concedes.
My victory is certain.
My victory is certain. God, look at this animation, chat. Remember when Magic Arena cards had animations?
I hope you miss this.
Alright, 7 mana Mind Rot has resolved. Deals 7 damage, exile non-land permanents. It doesn't even exile lands? Chat! It's a 7 mana Planeswalker with a 12 mana downtick. How does it not exile the lands, too? This is completely unacceptable.
You dare challenge a god? It's charming to watch you struggle.
Teferi is looking over and scoffing, yeah. You cost how much mana? And you do what exactly? This is pre-fire design, that's true. This card is from the last good standard format. Yeah. In it to win it. Oh. Let's go. Do. Grixis rocks. Bump, bump. It'd have been more fun to Gust the Dead. Nah, I want to shadow their blood token. I want to break your blood, blah. Eldest Reborn. There's a card I haven't heard of in a long time. Remember when Eldest Reborn was playable card advantage? Let's draw some lands, chat. Okay. Okay. I remember the good old days of explaining to chat why Eldest Reborn wasn't about to answer Carnage Tyrant. Mood. Mood. And if that isn't a mood, I don't know what is. Okay, so we get to cycle Shark Typhoon this turn, and then in theory we could like end step, discard this Magma Opus, untap Gearhulk it. Gain 4 here. Well, Thoughtseize is great. Am I supposed to kill the Graveyard Glutton with... Okay, yes. Well... This is a removal spell, and I don't kill the Graveyard Glutton. I get into a lot of trouble. The best pizza chain? I don't know on that one. I'm not really big on chain pizza. Does Giordano's count? They have some locations outside of Chicago now. If Giordano's counts, I'll say them. We're supposed to hang on to this Opus to try and cast it down the line here. Yeah, I think that's our way back in here. Okay, and their last card is Heartless Act, so super rewarded for being a little bit conservative here. This is actually an incredible draw, because it means I get to Opus next turn. Do we just pivot here? I think we just pivot. And we just hope like their top card's a brick and we try and race them. For 6, steal. Does this even count as a real Grixis deck if we draw answers to things, Chip? It feels like cheating. Am I even supposed to Meathook here? I think I'm just supposed to, like, land pass and try and kill them, right? Just, like, diddle their things for them? Why didn't they shock? It must be a spell they like. I don't think I want to discard the Meathook. I think I want to hold on to it for a break glass in case of emergency. We actually did a cube draft to start the stream this morning, hey Shin? For me, up on the YouTube channel this evening. I think we're gonna do a cube to start every day this week. Alright, sweet. And then my sweeper is also a Domu for lethal spell here. So long, Black Red. Jeff plays exclusively constructed and green in cubes. You know, I would try and argue with your statement, but it's true, so we'll just let it go. What's going on, Ott? Thanks for hanging out for over 2.5 years. Welcome back. Good afternoon. Schedule this week for the regulars, by the way. I shuffled things a little bit to get people that can catch live only at certain times. So Magic's going to be a second thing on our schedule all week. So we're planning to start Magic about 11 a.m. Central. We'll go till about 2:30 Central, depending on how things are going. We're going to do 1 or 2 more matches with this, depending on how long they are, and then we're going to switch over to a little bit of Pokemon Unite. Then we're going to be wrapping up today with some Kingdom Maker, our mobile game sponsor this week. Shout outs to the 36 people that have checked them out to help us towards our goals so far. We missed Monkey today, but we had a sick green deck. Our opponent was like, Hogland wants to do 1 or 2 more. Let's sit here and make him wait for 80 seconds. If you already have a gifted sub, how does doing the Kingdom promo work? You need to make sure you play the game this week, get your keep to level 2 to count on the ticker, and then send me a screenshot of it this week completed, and then I'll just ask you to send me a reminder when your current sub gift falls off. So if you did one for one of the previous promos we did, and you want to chain them together, that is okay and encouraged. I can't gift a sub to one that's already active, so you just have to remind me when it falls off. Is there anything more Grixis chat than casting Thoughtseize and instantly debating if you're supposed to concede? Oh man, if that's not peak Grixis, I don't know what is. Do I do Magic off stream anymore? Not for a long time. I mostly only play mobile games off stream, chat. I don't think Magic's a very good mobile game. It's like technically a mobile game, but it's not one that's fun to play as mobile in my opinion. It's just too clunky and awkward. Right? We have a blocker. Okay. Ow. Ow. A bottom, that bodes well for us. I don't really want a treasure plus fatal push because I want that treasure to cast Gearhulk if I brick a land. I think so. Alright, chat. Pivot. Pivot. Bum ba-dum ba-dum, bum ba-dum ba-dum. Oppa! My opponent agrees that our pivot is likely to be successful. Alright, I would like to hook some meat. I would like some Aether Gust. Make disappear, and a couple of Thoughtseizes out. I don't think I can afford to bring in Feed the Swarm against an aggro deck. Maybe I can. I guess Thoughtseize hurts me too. Neither Thoughtseize nor Feed are particularly exciting here. Our opponent clearly has something else going on while they were playing against us. Can I have your undivided attention for like 6 minutes, opponent? You're either gonna kill me or concede in that time frame. I promise, I promise, I promise. Is that double queued like Bodo? Yeah. Thank you, honey. Alright. This hand could definitely be worse. This might be greedy. I don't think I'm supposed to Meathook there. We have to Meathook now. Probably still dead though. I'm happy with how we boarded. Our clunky control deck just got run over by 1-drops. It's gonna happen sometimes. Huh. Maybe I'm supposed to just keep the Valki as a 2-drop. Alright, so obviously we can't cheat these out here, but I need to make the treasure so we can guaranteed play Fable next turn. And then this sets us up for Goldspan to ramp us into Magma Opus, which is nice. Yeah, we don't give the chewing sounds away for free, chat. You want to hear me eat. You got to make sure you're a tier 3 sub to the channel and join the Discord server. That's the premium Hoaglandia content. We record that on a separate channel to upload later. Ever since I started playing Marvel Snap, the waiting for opponent screen in Arena feels way longer. It's like I could have played an entire game of Snap in the time it took for my opponent to show up and click to open their hand. And of course, they're playing fucking blue-white control. I think I just want to take their piece of card advantage here. And this is honestly the biggest problem with Magic Arena, is like my opponent literally wasted 3 minutes of our life here, but there's 0% chance they get punished for it, right? Because the game timers in Arena are so unreasonably long, they can waste 3 to 10 minutes per match, and it just doesn't matter because they have copious amounts of time to use. Super, super frustrating that there's just like no punishment for being disrespectful to other people that you're playing with. And hard cast Shark Typhoon. Discard out of hand. Yeah, I don't think we were guaranteed to lose here, but we're definitely behind enough that, and their deck is tedious enough that I'd rather just move on and try and get the next game. Predictably, their archetype is the second most popular thing in the format since they banned Winota, because that's what Wizards of the Coast does. They take all of their formats and they ban things until Blue-White Control is one of the best decks. Come on, bud. Alright, I don't give a shit. I'm finding a different match. This person is just like, how they're handling their match timer is just as offensive as the deck they're playing. I wanted to play one more. I'm not going to waste my time waiting for this person to take 8 minutes to take a game action. Very frustrating negative user experience. And that's on Magic Arena just as much as it's on my opponent's deck, right? Like, if Magic Arena had reasonable clocks, it would punish my opponent for wasting time like that, but it simply doesn't. Yeah, this format's probably unplayable if they add Dig Through Time and Supreme Verdict in the summer anthology. Hopefully we get some aggro cards to balance out. Well, my understanding is that the thing that keeps, so blue-white control, isn't oppressive in Pioneer, but again, the thing that keeps it in check there is like combo decks. Like, the blue-white control decks can't be nearly as greedy in Pioneer as they are in Explorer because there's the Lotus Field combo deck keeping them honest. And when you do things like ban Winota out of the format that's forcing those decks to stay honest, they get to just go big as possible and not have to respect things that go under them. And it's still playable, but the way in which it has to be constructed is very different when there's fast combo decks they have to respect in the format. Hey, thank you for the 2 years, Virtual Realism. I appreciate the 24 months. Welcome back. All right, untapped land lets us Valki here. Sad. I would bet large sums of money that Supreme Verdict will be in the Pioneer Anthology this summer. Smart money's on it being in there. Wow, they discarded a Corval? Why didn't they play that? They're worried about a counterspell, I guess. So I had 5 mana. How did Explorer work out so far? I think it's okay. I think it would be better if Food and Control weren't the top decks in the format, but it is what it is. I think most of Magic Arena's formats right now are just like, they're fine. I don't think any of Magic Arena's current formats would make like a top 10 list if you asked me to make one, but it's like, are they unplayable? Nah, they're fine. Just like all like solid C minus formats. I think the thing that's a little bit sad to me about Explorer kind of turning into what it turned into is I don't know that Explorer is like meaningfully that different than Historic at the moment. Like, Phoenix technically exists in Historic, but outside of that, there's a lot of very samey things at the top of both.
Sure, you can handle a little pain.
What would be my top 10 format? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm killing all of these. Yeah, RTR standard's probably my number one, followed by GRN standard maybe. Field of the Dead was always legal while Oko was legal, right? Because Field was a core set card. There's probably some kind of, yeah, the Yarok Field era. I loved when Field of the Dead was legal, chat. Yarok Field was probably the most fun I've ever had in Arena. Oh, pre-Field of the Dead ban. Yeah. They always ban the cards I enjoy playing and make the formats markedly worse for me personally. It feels personal a lot of the time. Yeah, that's a huge thing, Jerry. All of these, I don't even want to call them non-rotating formats. All of the Eternal formats effectively rotate based on card power level these days, which is kind of lame. Are they dead here? I get to diddle their cats and then deal 4 to their face and then attack for 9? I think they're dead here. God, they're pretty damn close to dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm 1 point of damage short, right? I can attack for 13 here, and I'm 1 point of damage. I'm 1 mana short of casting 2 Opie. Oh, we could hit a Gearhulk.
Let's play a little game.
Magic's easy, chat. Just draw the cards you need. Magic's easy, chat. Just draw the cards you need. This stream is pre-recorded in front of a live studio audience. Big agree. He used his shot calling powers for good this time. Down with the Canovan. Cast it out. Well, lucky for you, Dangazone, a lot of the cards over that 10 to 15 year gap are mostly rendered irrelevant by pushed Fire Design modern cards. So you just get to ignore large swaths of them as though they don't exist. Yeah, we'll throw our preview card up after this game is done. After this match is done. I've got it sitting here behind my Magic Arena window. We bottom the Valki here. We've got a 4 mana red sorcery chip. Double Molten Impact coming. You know, it's been so long since I played Alchemy, I forgot that was a card. Act of Treason number 10. It's a Shatter variant, actually. I think I'd take their Thoughtseize here and just plan to, like, Aether Gust this. I think we want to discard a card from their hand. So that way this Bolas might be able to pressure Korvold out. Alrighty then, big boy Bolas. All right, thoughts on Grixis pile of cards before we share our spoiler. This package specifically felt very, very good. Opus with Gearhulk, and honestly, I could see another Goldspan Dragon being reasonable to top end. Both God-Pharaoh and Kroxa felt really mediocre at different points. Fatal Push is just a super awkward removal spell in this format. I think a lot of the 2-mana removal spells are better. I honestly think if you want a 1-mana black removal spell, I think I would play Ray of Enfeeblement, just because there's a lot of good white cards, and Ray kills a lot of 1 and 2 mana things you care about by just -1 toughness. The Jwari Disruptions felt fine at different points. The 2-mana counter spells felt a little clunky with how much we were tapping out. So, yeah, I think these would be the cards I would consider doing different, with maybe like another Goldspan and then Answers fleshed in. All right. What do we got? We got an Alchemy preview card chip. The Flames of Moradin here. Destroy up to 3 artifacts. Conjure a duplicate of each non-token artifact into your hand. You can spend red mana to pay its cost. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice this artifact. Probably, it's a cool design, but it's probably not playable, right? Like, obviously a sideboard card at best, but what are people doing with artifacts in the format that you need to break 3 at once? I guess it's like kinda cute against Azeka's Chariot. It's so much mana and it's a sorcery. Are there any artifacts that go from the graveyard back to your hand? Sure, maybe something like that. You could destroy your own Ichor Wellspring. All right, that sounds like the most playable thing you could do. You could destroy your own Ichor Wellspring. And even that's like a lot of mana and hoops to jump through to draw some cards, right? So definitely the least playable of the players we've gotten over the Alchemy stuff. I don't really expect this one to see much play. I should tweeter that out real quick here for people that weren't watching. All right, we have successfully tweetered. Shall we,